Our second contestant, Trent Wood. Super hair. Super hair, Trent Wood.
Thank you, Madam Contest Chair. Ladies and gentlemen, you may not believe this when you look at me today, but at one time, I had hair. It wasn't just regular hair, though. I had long, flowing, strong hair. I had super hair. My hair was so long, I could reach around my lower back and pull it. I could let it down in the front. It was like a veil. You couldn't tell what or who I was looking at. I found out how strong it was by accident. Back in my younger days when I was living in North Carolina, I was a member of a truck club. And we would take our trucks to different car shows, truck shows, all over the Southeast. We happened to be at one of these truck shows that was a whole weekend long. We decided that we would have a party. Well, during this party, my favorite song came on the sound system. And in my inebriated state, I decided that I would give my friends an impromptu concert. So I went and climbed on the back of my buddy's rollback. Now, if you're familiar with a rollback, you know it has a really big, thick steel bed because it carries other cars and trucks. Well, I got up on this rollback and I started whipping my hair, singing real loud. It was a heavy metal song, by the way, but I was whipping my hair and singing real loud. And by the time it was done, my friends were really happy that my concert was over. The next morning, I woke up sober. I walked by this rollback and I noticed there were huge dents all in the bed of this rollback. I knew exactly what caused those dents. My hair. And I knew things were about to change. I was going to have to use my super hair for good. And that's what I started doing over the next several years. I saved tens, hundreds, thousands of lives. I pulled cars from the edges of cliffs. I kept people from drowning by pulling them out of the water. I kept buildings from falling over. And how I would do it? I would whip my hair out. It would grab that person, that car, that building, and pull it to safety. I even fought crime with my super hair. One incident in particular, I remember like it was yesterday. I pulled up to my bank in Yadkinville to make a deposit at the ATM. And all of a sudden I saw at the steps of the ATM this little old lady being accosted by a thug. I wasn't about to stand for that. I got out of my truck and I whipped my hair towards that thug. It grabs the thug and it throws him all the way to the Yankton County Park, 5 miles away. The authorities later found him bruised, dazed, and confused. That little old lady said, I saved her life. I said, no, I was in the right place at the right time. It's all in a day's work. A few months after that happened, I started having problems with my hair. It started being unruly. I couldn't pull a brush through it to save my life. The last straw came when I woke up one morning and my hair was around my throat, choking me. I knew what had to be done. It was the end of an era. My mom was the happiest person on the face of this earth when she got to cut that ponytail off the back of my head. I don't think she really appreciated the powers of the super hair. Every now and then I like to think back on those days, all the things that happened. It was really interesting. And when I do, I like to pull out a picture every now and then. Like this picture on my North Carolina driver's license. And when I look at this picture, I think, ugh. I am so glad that I look the way I do now. Madam Contest.